Well, hello everybody, welcome back. Jiujitsu2000 here today. I'm back, and today I've got an interesting video for you. I've got two keychain lights, model I1R EOS and I1R2 EOS, both by Olight. And in this video today, I'm going to share my thoughts on both of these lights and talk about what the differences are between them. Now, right off the bat, you can see that the I1R2 is slightly larger. It's a little bit longer and it's a little bit bigger in diameter. You can also see right off the bat that the knurling on the body of the flashlight is a little bit more aggressive than its predecessor. So that's a really cool thing for the fact that you can get a hold of it a lot easier. Now, if I talk about the dimensions, I'll talk about the original here. It's 41 millimeters in length, or 1.61 inches. And the new one is 44 millimeters in length, 1.73 inches. Now the diameter of the heads, the original is 14 millimeters, or 0.55 inches. And the new one is 14.8 millimeters in diameter, or 0.58 inches. Now the weight, the new one is heavier. The old one is 12 grams or 0.42 ounces. And the newer one is 13.56 grams or 0.48 ounces. So both of these lights are under half of an ounce. They both have a low and a high setting. Here's the original. If I twist the head here, you'll see low. Low is 5 lumens. And it's 13 meters of throw, and it'll last for 7 hours. Now the second one, if I twist the head to low, we do have a setting of 5 lumens. There it is right there. This is 9 meters of throw, 6 hours of runtime. So just on low, we are losing 4 meters of throw and 1 hour of runtime. The beam in the night shots, though, it does have a floodier beam than the predecessor. Now if we bump this up to high, we have 150 lumens with 40 meters of throw and 15 minutes of runtime. This is the new one. And then the old one, if we bump it up to high, we go up to 130 lumens, 54 meters of throw, for 20 minutes of runtime. So we gain 5 minutes of runtime, and we also gain 14 meters of throw, but we lose 20 lumens. I really like the pattern that they've done with the I1R2. It's a lot floodier than the original. The original is more kind of a little more of a thrower, versus the newer one is more flood. So really the question is, would you prefer a light that's going to reach out a little bit more, or do you want something that's going to be lighten up your peripheral a little more? Personally, I like the new one. Now the other major difference is when you twist the head here on the original, the head comes completely off, which exposes your charge port. And when you go to charge this light, the whole end illuminates red, indicating that you're charging, and then green when you're finished. But a lot of people were frustrated because they would lose the head of the flashlight, and then all that was left on the keychain was this. So Olight fixed that issue, and they did it very nice. They did it where you can twist the head on the new one, and it's spring loaded, and the head doesn't come off anymore. It exposes the micro USB charging port, and on the side here you see that little white indicator. That's the LED. So when you plug in your charging, that little indicator illuminates red, and then when it's finished it'll illuminate green. It's a very clean kind of system, And I think it's super cool in the fact that you'll never lose the head of that flashlight ever again. You're always going to have the whole thing on your keys. Of course, for it to be IPX8 waterproof, you're going to have to close this and get on top of that O-ring a little bit. Just a couple turns. You don't have to go till the light turns on, obviously, but from here, it's now waterproof. Same thing with the old one. Just got to get on that O-ring a little bit. So both lights are awesome. I think it's kind of cool that the new one has a better beam as far as flood. They both have the TIR optic lenses. I like both of them. I do believe, honestly, that the new one is an improvement, though. In the night shots, I'll show you the wider flood and the more peripheral vision. I think is good for a keychain light. So personally, losing a little bit of throw, not that big of a deal for me. I do wish, however, that the run times would have improved instead of decreased. You know, we lost an hour on low and we lost 5 minutes on high. I kind of wish that was a gain instead of a loss. But with all that being said, I do like the new one. I think it's my go-to for my keys. The old one held up. They're both IPX8. They're both impact resistant down to 1.5 meters. Here is the original I1R on low. Now on this setting, we are dealing with 5 lumens. It'll last for 7 hours of run time. This puts out a throw of 13 meters. So it's a pretty good amount of light. Now we're going to take a look at the I1R2 on low. So here we're dealing with also 5 lumens. This will last for 6 hours. So we're actually losing an hour of runtime. And we're losing about 4 meters of throw. This puts out 9 meters of throw. So let me bring in the original again. So here's the original on the right. You can see it's a tighter hotspot. And here is the new one shaking right now. So the old one, the new one. Now let's bump these babies up to high. Here is the original I1R on high. This is 130 lumens. Okay, this is going to last for 20 minutes. It's going to put out 54 meters of throw, so it's a nice tight throw. And now I'll put that one down, and we will look at the 2. Okay, this is 150 lumens. It's a little bit hotter. It'll last for 15 minutes, so we're losing 5 minutes of runtime, but we're got more lumens, and the throw is 40 meters. So it's a floodier beam than the original. We're losing 14 meters of throw, but it looks like a lot more flood to me. So let's bring in the old again. There's the old. You can see we got more throw. It's not, you know, if I put it right in the center of the room and you look down like at that chair, the things on the side of the room are less noticeable, excuse me. Now let's bring in the 2. Same thing. If I aim at the chair, even the things that are on the side are a little bit easier to see. You got more light there. Let's go to the original again. See that? It's a little darker on the side, even though it's a longer thrower. So I guess the question is, do you want the thrower or do you want the floody? That's really the difference between these two. They're both bright. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to say thank you for stopping by. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Cool lights.